Okay, so what you're going to see a lot of what I'm working on is because I just decided to get right into it and start working on this, but all that tape has my length markings on them so that I could make a few of these kits based off of the amount that I ordered. So instead of having to get the measuring tape out every single time, I just marked out all of my lengths so that I could hold it up to it and cut it to length. So the tools that you need for this are basically going to be a regular wire crimper, and then you're going to need that lug crimper, the black tool, in order to do the larger diameter stuff. So it will take a little bit of an investment, but if you are starting to get into doing more wiring or having any other projects, this is a worthwhile investment to do. The only thing that I would probably recommend is just don't get those heat shrink connectors that I have in this one. Just get the ones without any sort of coating or anything on them, and then buy your own adhesive lined heat shrink. That way you can put it on and you won't have like those yellow and pink parts to it. You can just use a black heat shrink. That way it'll just help it clean up a little bit better, and if I made any more in the future, that's probably what I would do with it. Okay, so this should basically, well, at least for my application, this is all that I need, because we're going to attach these to the ends, and that's obviously where they're going to get bolted down. These also are heat shrink connectors, and this is for the larger gauge wire where they're all going to come together. And then I'm hoping I can get them all in one, just splice here and heat shrink everything. I did get some heat shrink to maybe put on top of these ones, depending on how it looks and all that. And then I have this big guy here for doing the larger gauge wires. So this wire that I have, I'll try and put the links to it below, but this is all automotive grade, like the high temp primary wire, all that kind of stuff. So let's get back to just putting the rest of it together. Alright, there we go. So that's how you, or how I crimped all these together. So it is a bit of an investment to get some of the tools and everything, but I figured it's worth it. So I have to use this vise. Well, this is actually designed to be used with a big hammer, but I heard that using the vise is a little bit easier than trying to whack it a few times with the hammer. Alright, and there you go. That's a complete ground kit. And this one is going into a Genesis coupe. So basically what we're going to end up with is we're having one that, like I mentioned in a previous video that I will try to link here, but we're going to go basically to the ECU ground, starter ground, intake manifold, and then to a coolant, the coolant pipe on the back of the motor, and then this one will go to the negative battery terminal.